In my quest for uncharted and unexplored territories, I headed towards northeastern part of India, and it had a lot more to offer than what I expected. Nestled in the state of Nagaland, Phek District is a quiet, off the beaten path destination not yet on the radar of mass tourism. This region offers a striking landscape of rolling hills, lush forests, and scenic valleys. In this part of the world, nature, traditions, and soulful people come together, creating a unique setting where you can slow down and enjoy what it has to offer. There are plenty of hiking trails that wind through peaceful forests and uphills that reward you with breathtaking views. As you explore, you will come across small traditional villages where the pace of life is calm and the locals are warm and welcoming. This place gives you a chance to experience something real and authentic. Away from commercial tourism, you can engage with the region's culture and connect with the land in a way that feels personal and meaningful. Here are 5 best places that I explored in Phek District and would love to share the details with you. Pfutsero is one of the 2 main towns in Phek District. A picturesque town in the bustling heart of the district, Pfutsero has a bit of modern touch in comparison to its more rustic neighbors. Scenic hiking trails invite to explore lush forests and rolling hills. Relaxed lifestyle harmonizes with the natural beauty that defines the area. There are a handful of guest houses for visitors in Pfutsero, and that makes it the best place to stay and explore the nearby areas, as it is difficult to find accommodation in smaller settlements. Look for the details of the tourist complex guest house in the description box below. There is a detailed video I have made about Pfutsero. The link is pinned on top here and in the description box. The second place I visited was Zapami village, about 12 kilometers from Pfutsero. Most of the settlements in Nagaland have traditional and colorful entry gates that mention the name of the village. A glimpse of the village can be seen from a viewpoint along the approach road, and it is absolutely spectacular. Just at the entrance, there is a spot where rituals used to be performed before entering the village after a victory in a war or a big hunt. You can walk through the village looking at traditional houses. The locals are warm and welcoming, making it easy to strike up conversations. You may even be invited into a home for tea. These houses have wooden interiors with traditional carvings. You will also get to see everyday items that locals have used for generations. In Naga villages, some traditional houses still display animal skulls, an erstwhile practice related to hunting culture. Hunting is almost non existent now. The ladies of the village engage in weaving in their spare time. These huge containers are part of every household and they are used for storing grains. The lifestyle here is self sustaining, so rearing livestock is part of life. The village is surrounded by lush greenery and terraced paddy fields, which are a beautiful sight, especially during the harvesting season. There is a small museum in the village which showcases the traditional lifestyle. The village has its own church. My next destination was Kapamotsu Peak, a popular spot with locals. I set off on a treacherous but incredibly scenic road, lined with thick vegetation and wildflowers, feeling the remote and rural atmosphere all around me. Due to the road conditions, small vehicles do not go beyond a certain point, and from here it is a short hike to the top. As I walked, I was taken up by the stunning scenery. The view of the hills was unlike anything I had seen on this trip before. Wildflowers were blooming in abundance. However, the weather in Nagaland can change quickly. Clouds started rolling in suddenly, and by the time I reached the top, everything was shrouded in thick clouds, hiding the view completely that Kapamotsu is known for. Standing at 2,600 meters, Kapamotsu is the fourth highest peak in Nagaland. Nonetheless, the hike was worthwhile. Walking on the misty trail, I appreciated the quiet and solitude of the moment. While hiking up to the peak, Zavame village in the distance stood out in the landscape, and this was my next destination. Zavame is one of the hidden treasures in Phek District, also known as Vegetable Village for its abundant organic produce. As you stroll through the village, Traditional Naga houses with wooden facades and bamboo walls stand proudly, reflecting the rich heritage of the community. Throughout Nagaland, many traditional houses feature horn-like wooden structures on their roofs. Any household that has hosted a lavish feast for the entire village is entitled to display these house horns. Cheerful residents are warm and welcoming. Children play in open spaces. Their curious eyes follow a new visitor with shy excitement.
Say hi. Hi.
You can enjoy a hot cup of tea in a cozy tea shop with friendly locals. Surrounding the village are scenic mountains. Often draped in drifting clouds, they create a surreal backdrop. With lush paddy fields stretching out and traditional houses set against the hills, Zavame feels like a different world. The fields are neatly terraced. Vibrant green shoots sway gently in the breeze. September end is said to be the best time to see the paddy fields in their full glory. The fifth and final place that I would recommend, Sakraba village, located about 16 kilometers from Pfutsero, remains largely unknown to outsiders, preserving its untouched charm. Traditions and community values are deeply rooted here. You would hardly see any modern houses. The traditional houses display distinctive decorations that are part of the culture. Bamboo walls and wooden facades lend the village a timeless atmosphere. The brown of the houses creates a beautiful contrast against the lush green background. Apart from the state's rule book, the community used to follow their own set of rules here. The village leader ensured the law and order. There is even a village prison where miscreants used to be locked up. Agriculture is the central economic activity here. Villagers go about their daily life in an unhurried pace, reflecting the calm and rhythm of rural life. Wildflowers are scattered across the landscape. Occasional palm trees sway in gentle breeze. Sakraba is a place where time seems to slow down, allowing the simplicity of rural life to be fully appreciated. Phek District in the state of Nagaland is a hidden gem waiting to be explored. Its serene landscape, rich traditions and warm community spirit make it a unique destination for those seeking an authentic experience away from mainstream tourism.